Alright guys, so today I have this little product I want to open up and we'll take a look through everything. This is your survival kit in a can, and on the can here you guys can pause this video if you want and you can kind of see what's in it. Go back to the back here, here's another list if you guys want to pause it there, but we're going to open it up and go through everything. 38 items in there, and you can also use this can once it's open, they say, as a cooking stove, so you can kind of cook some stuff up, and it's not that big, but it's better than nothing. So now this is a survival kit in a can. Now it's not going to make you survive forever, but there could be some cool items in here. I would suggest if you want to get some survival thing, set up an actual bug out bag or a 3-day bag type thing. I myself have a bag, backpack, and then also a duffel bag full of stuff, so kind of like a car bag and a backpack. But we're just going to look at this and see if there's anything viable in here. So let's go ahead and get it out of the packaging. It's basically like a sardine can size. Pretty much, that might be exactly the size, but exactly kind of what it copies. And we'll go ahead and get this open here. So we'll just start going through this. In the top here we have some duct tape. Now some duct tape is better than others. I'm going to go ahead and just take a corner of this off. Just kind of see how sticky this is. It's not bad, it's still sticky. I don't know how old this box is, but it is sticky. It would work for repairing things like a rip in a bag, or you can use duct tape for all types of things. It's a nice little thing to have in there. Second item here. This is a soup. It's Knorr. I've seen this brand a lot. I don't know how to say it. Maybe Knorr. This is like just a soup. I believe it was like a chicken type soup. But it's just a little bit of food that you can have. This looks like just a plastic bag, but this can come in handy for many things. You can hold water in it. You can keep things dry by putting them in here as well if you had something you needed to keep dry. It's a little plastic bag. I have plastic bags in my regular bug out bags. They can be used for many things. So nice to have that. Here we have a pack of matches, and these look like just standard matches. But then it looks like over here we also have a few, looks like about 4 of the storm-proof type matches. Now they're not the full ones. Some of them have like the sulfur stuff going all the way down to here, but it's still better than standard matches. So a few kind of weatherproof matches and a few normal matches. Of course, matches are very important to get a fire going. Alright, here we have a string, and there's a few types of string in here, I believe, so I'm just going to leave this aside, but this is kind of like a thin twine that, there's all types of uses you could use this for. I think there's other fishing line in here, but you could even use this for fishing line. You can use it for, tying up stuff, repairing things, whatever is needed. This looks like, oh, it's a tea bag, okay. So this is just some tea. So, a little drink to have. Have it with your soup, and just some flavor and a tiny little bit of nutrition. Here we have some metal wire. Now you can use this for many things as well. You can make little snares out of it, catch little animals, and I'm sure many other people could think of many other uses, but you can make little snares out of them, catch little animals and stuff, so that's also good to have. Let's see in here. Here's a needle. So might be able to use this thread also with the needle. Maybe be able to stitch some stuff up. I have a feeling there's going to be some other types of thread in here as well that you might be able to use the needle with. You might be able to do stitches with it, or you might just be able to use it to, fix clothing or something like that. We have a safety pin. I believe there's one more in here. Yeah, there's 2 safety pins in here. A little one and a big one. So again, you can find uses for those. You can fix a cloth or a piece of tent or something if you break it. razor blade, use it as a knife, or you can use it for some medical things if you had splinters that you had to get out, or if you had something else. But razor blade, good to have. Here we have 2 fish hooks, and they are smaller size, which is good because with small line and small weights you're going to be catching small fish like bluegill. You don't want to waste your tackle, and bluegill are actually pretty tasty. You can catch a ton of bluegill with very simple bait, and these are a good hook size for bluegill fish. Crappie would work as well if there was lots of crappie around. So a couple fish hooks, good to have. Here's some more thread. There's a lot here. This is pretty thin. Let me try to get this to focus. This is pretty darn thin thread, as you can see. There's a darn lot of it. So this could be used for stitching, or this could be used for fishing line, unless there's more fishing line in here that we come across. But this would be fine for fishing line, for catching bluegill and such, and you got plenty of it, and you have a couple hooks there. So nice to have that. You can catch some fish, and you can fillet your little bluegills, and you could cook them up in this container with your fire once we clear out this container. This is just a little candy. Looks like maybe peppermint or something, but a little candy. What is this? Oh, this is a little pencil. And it looks like it just has a clip to clip onto something, but it's just a little pencil. Now it doesn't look like you can extend this graphite very far, so you're only going to be able to write for however long this graphite lasts for. But little pencil. There we go. Some bubble gum. Double bubble. So you're getting just some sugar out of these, the double bubble and this peppermint, and then you got the soup and the tea. Just a little bit of sugar to give you some energy. Here we have fire starter. You can shave little bits of this off and use it as tinder, fire starter. So that'll go with the matches. Good to have. A little compass, which, let me see if it works. I'm just kind of shaking it to make sure it keeps going where it should. And yeah, it works. It's not the most high-tech compass, but it works, and it would keep you going in the right direction. So you can find your way. Maybe you need to go north, maybe you need to go west. You can at least keep going the way that you need to go. Just some sugar, I guess, for your tea, but also that's good. Give you some sugar rush there. Here we have just some alcohol pads. So of course come in handy if you need to, if you have any scrapes or cuts. Yeah, whistle. Give it a little quick test, not too loud. Sorry if I hurt your ears there. It works. And then a couple just twist ties. Here we have helpful tips for survival, and this is just a notepad for that paper that we had, or a pencil, sorry. So pencil and notepad there. And then this is just some survival tips. I'm not going to go through them. I've read many little booklets like this from different companies. I'm sure it's pretty standardized. You guys can kind of pause and look at this quickly if you want to. I'll try to show these pages here. Sorry, I kind of dropped that last page for you. But if anyone wanted to freeze, you can kind of see what that was all talking about. Then a couple BandAids, and I'm surprised lots of these things don't include butterfly BandAids. It's a good thing to have, but a couple normal BandAids. And then this is going to be a signal mirror, but it's not flat, it's bendable, so it might not be the best. I don't know how well this would work, but it might be better than nothing. It'd be better if this was just a little bit higher quality and stiffer, plastic that was stiff rather than sorry, I'm trying to get this bendy like this, because if it's not flashing perfect, it's going to be hard to see. So maybe useful, may not be. And then one more thing. I don't know if I talked about these. I think I kind of skipped over the one that dropped out because I knew there was another. A couple nails. I don't know exactly what you're going to do with just 2 nails. You know, most building of things would require more than just 2 nails, and we don't have a hammer in here either. So I'm not exactly sure what they want you to do with the nails, but you have 2 nails in there. And then, like I said, you have this, which you can use for a couple different things. You could use it as a cup once you empty it out, or you could use it as a cooking area, which would be the best use. You know, like I said, you catch a little bluegill or something, you fillet them. You could even fillet the bluegill with your razor blade, and you can even use this bubble gum as bluegill bait. Bluegill will bite almost anything, and if you find a pond that has lots of bluegill, they'll bite almost anything. You could use a little bit of this gum for bluegill bait. You could fillet your bluegill with your razor. You could start a little fire with your matches and your fire, and then you could have your little bluegill fillet in here on your fire, and you'd have enough to eat there. So overall, is this kit going to make you survive forever? No. But could it maybe help you survive for up to a week? Yeah, it might be able to. Of course, like I said, if you want to have a real survival pack, make yourself your own or buy like a 3-day bag or something. I'd suggest making your own, putting what you think you need in there and looking up some videos. The one thing I think this one's missing, which I was just thinking about, and now it kind of skipped my mind. Oh yeah, one thing I think this one's missing is I think it should have a couple water tablets for water purification. That's not in here. Now you can boil water in here or whatever other container you find. Boil your water and then drink it. So you know, you can boil water in here and survive that way. But I think a couple water purification tabs would be good. So overall, you know, this isn't a bad kit for 10 to 15 bucks that it usually sells for. I could definitely survive days off this eating bluegill and, you know, other small fish from ponds that have a lot of them. It would definitely work for that. So, you know, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Pretty good for the size, for the price. But again, if you want a real survival kit, this isn't going to do it for you. It's not a full survival kit. You're not going to survive in the wilderness off this for a long time. But it's kind of a cool thing just to have in your car, or have in a backpack or something when you're going around hiking, or, you know, so if you got lost somewhere, at least you'd have something with you. So pretty neat little thing. It's the survival kit in a can. If you guys have any questions, let me know. We'll see y'all later.